Hi guys, so this video is primarily to tell you the essentials of body language, the small things that actually make a huge difference in how people look at you and how people perceive you. Important thing to know is keep it firm, not too firm. Number two is never go in for a handshake like this. As soon as you go like this, you're indirectly trying to impose that you are the more powerful one. Never go in for a handshake like this, which puts you in a sort of in an inferior position. Always go for a straight handshake. Now the height should be like a 90-degree stretched out. So this is your 90-degree hand just stretched out. That should be the max. It should not be here, it should not be here, it should not be here. Do not shake a person's hand for more than 4 seconds. It is weird. Do not shake the person's hand too much. Keep it at a small motion, very small motion. If you want to show respect for the other person while you're shaking their hand, you can just take your other hand and place it over both the hands. It shows respect. If you don't want to do that, another thing to do is keep your hand on your chest. So whenever you want to show respect, you shake hands like this. It shows respect. Eye contact can be a really toughie when you start feeling a bit uncomfortable while making eye contact. One of the techniques that I actually use is that when the person's looking into my eyes and they're talking to me, I gently just blink a little bit to show that I'm agreeing with what they're saying or I'm listening to what they're saying. It really actually helps. It also breaks eye contact quickly, but while doing that, you're agreeing with them as well. So you're maintaining eye contact, but at the same time, you're taking micro breaks. So you just do this. A lot of us have this habit of standing like this, or standing like this, or standing like this, or standing like this. Cannot stand like this. One of the important things to understand is the distance between your legs makes a huge difference on how you stand. So what you can do is take a 1 foot distance, and that's the max distance you should have between your legs. So that's it. So if you see, that's the max distance you should have between your legs. What to do with your hands? If you keep your hands in your pocket, you look too casual. Like, it looks like as if you're not interested. A good way of doing this is making a cage with your hand. So if you look at this, what this does is that it makes it easy for you to do hand gestures while actually having a normal position like this. This is a very great way to stand because it shows confidence. It shows that you know what you're talking about. And at the same time, you can move into different hand gestures very, very easily. So this, I call it the cage hand. It actually works really well. You just stand like this. You can stay casual with one leg ahead and stay with cage hands as well. The other way to do it is to stand with your legs a little apart. If you're presenting, this can be a stop position. So whenever you're moving into any hand gestures, it comes back. Another important gesture to remember when it comes to your hands is growth gestures. If you want to impress someone at an interview or at a presentation, creating growth gestures is always very, very helpful. So show the person that you're moving upward. Any hand motion that moves upward gives the other person this assurance that there is the possibility of growth. So always try, and if you're talking about growth or you're talking about upward movement or you're talking about success or you're talking about learning, use your upward hand gestures to show growth. A lot of times we use downward palms while talking. So if you're talking like this, that you have to do this, we can do this, that actually comes across as being negative. So if you're saying, okay, let's do this is a place to do that, don't do that. Upward palm shows that you're not trying to overpower them, but you're trying to empower them. So instead of doing this, do this. So you show this whole hand gesture of upward movement. This is what we can do. This is how we can create that. This is the possibility. This is the entire magnitude. It creates a very upward, positive, empowering feeling with your team and as well as people you're presenting to and as well as people who you're interviewing with. The way you listen to a person gives the person confidence in you and at the same time actually shows whether you're observing, listening and understanding what they're saying. One of the techniques I use is called intense eyes. What you do is you just press your eyes together like this and you look at the person. I know it sounds really weird, but when you do it mid-presentation, it shows that you're actually interested in what they're saying. The next 4 seconds, I'm going to act like I'm listening to you. Take these two fingers, index and middle finger, put them on your face like this. You take your ring finger, put it under your lips, and take your pinky finger and put it under your chin. This creates a thinking face. So if you look at it, it's 1, 2, under, under. It makes the person feel like you're actually thinking and listening and understanding what they're saying. So let's put all of these things together and see how it works. That when you're sitting, see to it that you pushed your back absolutely at the back and you have your hands like this. You're a little arched and your hands are in the cage position. It creates a powerful position, but at the same time shows humility. Most of the chairs have support, elbows taking support on the side and your hands creating a cage like this. This is the best way to sit when it comes to any interview. I hope you guys like this video, and please use these small techniques. They make a huge difference as to how people perceive you. You stop getting treated like a kid, you start getting treated like an actual adult. So use these techniques at work, in college, wherever you are. Try it out the next time and tell me if you actually saw a difference as to how people actually perceived you. Go make it a great day, be nice, and keep hustling.